You absolutely know you messed up when someone like Unreal is calling you out. You know you said something stupid when Unreal is putting you on blast. Because this is probably like the nicest, most positive guy in the fandom. And if he's got a problem with something you said, then you know that you guys are in the wrong. What the hell are you talking about, BlackScape? Talking about something that Unreal posted on Twitter the other day that has gotten a whole bunch of blowback. And it's something that to me there's a huge misunderstanding about, not just about the scenario itself, but honestly on the way the scenario is presented. It's a versus matchup against the darling of the Dragon Ball Z era, Teen Gohan, versus a character that most people do not like, and they don't want to hear the facts about it. Before I continue, I'm going to ask you guys, who do you think is winning? Super Saiyan 2 Teen Gohan and Kale Super Saiyan. Who is winning this matchup? This is what is causing all this ruckus right now. Let me know in the comment section below who you choose and why, and I'll explain what the situation is behind this and why there is a huge misunderstanding when it comes to the way this scenario is presented. On March 26, 2022, Unreal shared this image. This is an image that's been going around of people asking each other interesting versus battles online and sharing their vote for who they think would win. He shared this image of Teen Gohan Super Saiyan 2 versus Kale Super Saiyan, and 71% of people said Super Saiyan 2 Teen Gohan would win. Only 29 said Kale. Unreal responds, "Sometimes I'll just never understand why the Dragon Ball fandom is the way it is, but it is what it is. This right here is just a massive no. And if you are one of those who voted Gohan here, then please do explain why below. Here are some of the takes. Definitely Teen Gohan, there's just so much potential within him, and obviously Super Saiyan 2 is stronger than regular Super Saiyan, and that's not even being nostalgic, since I definitely like the Universe 6 Saiyans, but I don't know if Kale would beat Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. I swear, people haven't watched the series. The Universe 6 Saiyans absolutely destroy Teen Gohan with no difficulty. The Universe 6 Saiyans are ridiculously strong. I'll go ahead and explain why they destroy him. This is funny because you're clearly not familiar with the manga, where Gohan in his ultimate form is right there, if not stronger than Kefla. Furthermore, Gohan in Super Saiyan 2 Teen is a far more experienced fighter than Kale and substantially smarter. Gohan's Super Saiyan 2 power is raw emotion and years of training and untapped power. Kale's power came from a tingle, and his power that comes naturally from bloodline, i.e. Goten and Trunks. Gohan Super Saiyan 2 is way more powerful. Okay, so do you think Super Saiyan 2 Teen Gohan is stronger than base Goku and Vegeta as well as their SS forms? These are just a few examples. If you guys want to go ahead and check out the thread, I'm going to leave a link to it in the description below. But let me go ahead and give you guys my take. I wholeheartedly agree with Unreal, but I think that the way this is represented is extremely confusing, because you have Super Saiyan 2 Teen Gohan versus Kale Super Saiyan, right? You would think Super Saiyan 2 is stronger than Super Saiyan, but then you show an image of a mastered Berserk Kale. So this isn't exactly Super Saiyan Kale, even though technically it is. It is after she has mastered the Berserk form, or at least learned how to control it better. And this is her Super Saiyan transformation with all that power inside. This transformation alone would absolutely decimate Teen Gohan, absolutely. There is no comparison here between Super Saiyan 2 Gohan versus a Kale who has controlled Berserk. Absolutely none. Now, when we look at Super Saiyan, just Super Saiyan Kale, she doesn't have really a Super Saiyan transformation. If you've seen Kale, she kind of goes into a quasi Super Saiyan transformation only to immediately go into Berserk. So there really is no comparison here, because she automatically jumps into Berserk. Even if Super Saiyan 2 Teen Gohan faced off against a Kale that was in Super Saiyan alone, she would automatically jump into Berserk right after a few hits or a little bit of the fight, and then Teen Gohan would be overwhelmed. He would just be decimated and destroyed destroyed. And me, I think Teen Gohan is awesome. I think that he's a better character than any of the Universe 6 Saiyans, but at the same time, I have to look at facts. Teen Gohan may have a lot of hidden potential inside of him. He may have that mystic form laying dormant, and a really interesting fight between all of them, say in a fan manga format, would be cool if we get to see him push past his limits even further, maybe go into Super Saiyan 3, maybe go into Mystic, and face off against a Berserker. But Berserkers are entirely too powerful. We've seen that with Broly, we've seen that with Kale. This is no different. A Berserker would absolutely destroy Teen Gohan. And unfortunately, in this scenario, people are just using their bias in this situation. People are using their bias that they don't like Kale and they like Gohan. Gohan isn't close to a Berserker. Now, a really interesting fight would be Teen Gohan, Super Saiyan 2 Teen Gohan versus a Super Saiyan 2 Caulifla. I think that would be far more interesting. I think that that's more even of a fight because she's only Super Saiyan 2. No matter how smart she is, Gohan is equally as smart, and he's far more trained than a Super Saiyan 2 Caulifla, who's just far more battle hardened. It would be an interesting fight, and I would love to dissect that fight in the future. But against Kale, Kale is far more of a juggernaut for no reason whatsoever, just because she is a female Broly, than anyone else other than Broly. Beings that will fight with gods will trounce a Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. If you're one of those that love to debate fights, use some critical thinking and take away all your bias. Kale wins this. That's my take. Let me know what you think.
Subscribe for more content.